Hello, and welcome to our webinar today, USPTO Resources for Inventors, Innovators, and Entrepreneurs. Thank you for your patience as we needed a few minutes to take care of some technical difficulties behind the scenes today. This is the second webinar in our NYSBDC Business Learning Lab Fall 23 featured series on intellectual property that we are presenting in partnership with the USPTO. I'm your moderator, Jenny Alton, from the New York Small Business Development Center Central Office. Today's presenter is Tomeka Oubichon, Eastern Regional Outreach Officer for the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. This webinar is brought to you by the New York Small Business Development Center network of 20 campus-based centers and outreach offices, which are located across New York State, along with a central office based in Albany. The NYSBDC is a U.S. Small Business Administration resource partner. Our free advising, education, research, and advocacy services are made possible by funding from the SBA, New York State, and our host campuses. And as mentioned, we are partnering proudly with the United States Patent and Trademark Office for this series. So you know, this session is being recorded. We will share it with attendees after the webinar, along with a PDF copy of the slides. Attendees are muted and will not be on camera. Your chats will only be visible to me and our presenter today. If you have any questions during the presentation, please don't hesitate to type them in the Q&A box as they come up. You can open Zoom's Q&A box from the Q&A button at the bottom of your Zoom window. We also have Edgar Guerrera Erazo with us today to help answer questions behind the scenes. So thank you for your help today, Edgar. We appreciate you. We'll answer as many questions as we have time for today, but for very specific questions that may take more time and detail to answer, or if we run out of time to answer, you can get in touch with us by replying to the follow-up email that you will receive probably tomorrow, that will have this recording and the slides link for you. And with that, I will turn our time over to Tomeka.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Jenny, for that warm introduction, and thanks, Edgar, for joining us in support today. We'll go ahead and get started. Thank you for your patience. So today we're going to cover resources for you, the independent inventor, small business owner, and entrepreneur. Now, we always have to share this. This is just a simple notice that all the information you'll see here today is for informational and educational purposes. It's not legal advice. We are not authorized to provide any legal advice. So please consult with appropriate sources for legal authority and guidance on these matters. Thank you. Well, if you didn't know, the USPTO is America's innovation agency. And so when you, the independent inventor, creative entrepreneur, or small business owner, is seeking for protection of your intellectual property, this is where you go. You come to us, to the USPTO, and we are all about fostering innovation and economic growth, and of course, creating a reliable, predictable, and high quality intellectual property system. Now, did you know that intellectual property is part of our U.S. Constitution? Well, now you do. Uh, so here, the Congress shall have power to promote the progress of science and useful arts by securing for limited times to authors and inventors the exclusive right to their respective writings and discoveries. There you have it. You have the rights. So please remember that your intellectual property is part of our U.S. Constitution. So, types of intellectual property. So, what is a patent? A patent for an invention is the grant of a property right to you, the inventor, issued by the USPTO. Now, generally, the term of a new patent is 20 years from the date on which the application for the patent was filed in the United States, or in special cases, from the date an earlier related application was filed, of course, subject to the payment of maintenance fees. Now, the U.S. grants patents are effective only within the United States, U.S. territories, and U.S. possessions. Under certain circumstances, patent term extensions or adjustments may be available. Now, once a patent is issued, the patentee must enforce the patent without the aid of the USPTO. If you did not know this, there are three types of patents. What are they, you ask? First, there are utility patents. Those patents may be granted to anyone who invents or discovers any new and useful process, machine, article of manufacture, or composition of matter, or any new and useful improvement thereof. The second, design patents. Now, those may be granted to anyone who invents a new, original, and ornamental design for an article of manufacture. And third, plant patents. Oh, yes, there are plant patents. Now, they may be granted to anyone who invents or discovers and asexually reproduces any distinct and new variety of plants. Now, remember, there are no worldwide patents. So, what is a trademark? Now, as you can see from the slide, there are some images in the background from the mall. You may recognize some of these brand names or trademarks. So, a trademark is a word, name, symbol, or device that is used in trade with goods to indicate the source of the goods and to distinguish them from the goods of others. Now, a service mark is the same as a trademark, except that it identifies and distinguishes the source of a service rather than a product. Now, the terms trademark and mark are commonly used to refer to both trademarks and service marks. What is a copyright? Now, copyrights, again, those are the forms of protection, and I'm sure many of you may know this, that provide to authors, such as yourselves, original works of authorship that include literary, dramatic, musical, artistic, and certain other intellectual works, both published and unpublished. Now, the 1976 Copyright Act generally gives the owner of copyright the exclusive right to reproduce the copyrighted work, to prepare those derivative works, and to distribute copies or, believe it or not, phono records of the copyrighted work, to perform the copyrighted work publicly, or to display the copyrighted work publicly. Now, the Library of Congress administers the registration of copyrights, and the USPTO advises the executive branch on all forms of intellectual property issues, including copyright. So many of you may recognize that C within a circle. That symbol can be used without registration. Now, what is a trade secret? A trade secret is information that has either ethical, or excuse me, actual or potential independent economic value by virtue of not being generally known. It has value to others who cannot legitimately obtain the information and is subject to reasonable efforts to maintain its secrecy. Now, all three of these elements are required. If any element ceases to exist, then the secret will also cease to exist. Otherwise, there is no limit on the amount of time a trade secret is protected. Now, protection stems from common law dating all the way back to the 1800s. Some states, most states have some sort of trade secret protection. And most of the laws are based on the Uniform Trade Secrets Act. Now, let's dive into our resources. First and foremost, what you see before you is just a snapshot of the USPTO's website, www.uspto.gov. And here you'll see many different images. We profile a variety of inventors and entrepreneurs and share their stories through our journeys of innovation stories. And also, we have within our website a lot of resources right at your fingertips through the use of various tabs. For instance, you'll see patents, trademarks, IP policy, learning, and resources. Underneath each one of those tabs, we have a wealth of information for you. Also, within our website and on the main page, you'll see a link box for the public events. It will give you access to all of the events occurring on a regular basis, either through a virtual presence or in person. We also have a link to all of the initiatives currently that our agency is in support of and leading. You'll also see to the right of your screen, there's a QR code. You can scan that and it will take you directly to our website. Now, for our expanding innovation hub. So, the USPTO is dedicated to providing information for and to all. We have a dedicated resource page, as you see here, highlighting the importance of equity, inclusive innovation, of course, access to all of our free services and resources, and learning how to engage and interact with our office, as well as mentoring resources and more. So please, at your leisure, check out our Expanding Innovation Hub page. And as Jenny mentioned, a copy of the slides will be shared with you, and you can just click on the resource links available in the PowerPoint as well as scanning the QR code. Now, finding help in your area. The USPTO is headquartered in Alexandria, Virginia. We also have regional offices throughout the country in Detroit, Denver, Silicon Valley, and Dallas. Now, each one of these regional offices has a team to provide support to you all over the country. Here in Alexandria and the Eastern Regional Outreach Office, we support the East Coast as well. So if you need any assistance, please feel free to reach out to us. We have additional resources to assist you with through our Inventors Assistance Center for patents. Also, we have a patent pro bono program, law school clinics, and also our patent and trademark resource centers. And I'll go into a little more detail about each one of these as we move along. Again, finding help in your area. Of course, here at headquarters, we're based in Virginia, but in New York, we have a dedicated resource page for you as well, or any other part of the country. So, any support that's needed, you can see here. There's a breakdown. You can expand, you can get access to all of our free services, and of course, finding registered patent attorneys or agents in your area, and of course, any networks of inventor or entrepreneur organizations as well. Now, moving forward, accessing our inventor and entrepreneur resources. Again, we have a dedicated resource page for you to take a deep dive into. You can learn about the types of intellectual property. I've given a brief overview, but you can take a deeper dive. And of course, how to protect your idea, business, and product. Now, you can also search existing patents and trademarks to find out if your idea is truly unique, and you can get help to apply. So, submitting your applications for patents or trademark, you can see how you qualify for reduced patent fees, learn more about small business resources, and more. And also how to protect yourself. So, remember, don't be misled by false claims, scams, or anything from any companies offering services for unusually low prices. Please check in with our office for any additional help or resources. And for any startup resources, we also have a dedicated website. You can learn more about how to guard your valuable work, develop your business plan, including some helpful resources from the Small Business Administration, and also some additional information and resources on funding from grants.gov and again, the SBA or Small Business Administration. In addition, you can engage with experts at the agencies and connect through our other resources available on this site. So, again, at your leisure, when you have time, you can check out uspto.gov and /startups. The USPTO also has a video library. Can you believe it? Well, we do. If you would go straight to YouTube when you have a moment, you can just simply type in USPTO video library into the search box, and a list of our videos will appear. We have topics ranging from our IP attaché program to trademarks and everything else in between, covering all types of intellectual property. So, again, when you have time, please check out our USPTO video library on YouTube. Now, any assistance that you may need in reference to filing for your patents or trademarks, we have two wonderful centers established to assist you. First up, we have the Inventors Assistance Center, which provides patent assistance and information to you all, our inventors and entrepreneurs and small business owners. The Inventors Assistance Center, or IAC, is staffed by former supervisory patent examiners and primary examiners who are available to answer questions and to help you make filing a patent application simple and efficient. Now, what can they do for you, you ask? They can answer general questions regarding patent examining policies, any questions concerning necessary formats and items needed for your patent application. I can also assist with any forms needed and with filling out the forms. Now, in general, they can provide just again, general information concerning patent examining rules, procedures, drawings, and fees. Now, you can send your patenting information and forms via email, USPS mail, or believe it or not, facsimile. Any information or correspondence that you have questions about or want to share, you can direct all of your calls to them at the numbers that you see before you. And the center is open between 8:30 a.m. and 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, except for federal holidays. And for more information on the IAC, you can visit uspto.gov /inventor assistance. Now, we also have our Trademark Assistance Center. Now, Trademark Assistance Center, or TAC, is the main support center for all customers, from first time filers to legal professionals and experienced trademark applicants. They can answer your questions on a variety of trademark topics, including general information about registering your trademarks, trademark literature and publications, updates on the status of your trademark applications and registrations. They can answer case specific questions about an application or registration that you may have. And also, they can assist you with navigating the electronic forms and systems that are in place. Now, they can also assist you by finding information on our website and about the meaning of trademark terms and concepts and how to start the application process, the application and registration timelines, and more. You can reach them again 8:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, and also by visiting uspto.gov /trademark assistance or by calling them by the phone numbers you see listed there. Now, for those of you who are our pro se inventors, hey, I know you're out there. And if you're wondering, what does pro se mean? Here we go. So we have a pro se assistance program that provides outreach and education to applicants. That's you, also known as pro se applicants who file patent applications without the assistance of a registered patent attorney or agent. So, USPTO employees, again, mentioned this earlier, cannot give legal advice. However, because of our increased assistance and resources for independent inventors and small business owners like yourselves, the Pro Se Assistance Program aims to increase the quality of Pro Se applications and assist you, the Pro Se applicant, with making informed decisions regarding your patent application. So, again, we have some working hours for you, but this time it's 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, again, except for federal holidays. If you have any questions regarding this program in greater detail, or if you are a pro se applicant trying to um, work on your application solo without the aid of a patent attorney or agent, you can email the team at innovationdevelopment@uspto.gov or give them a call. And again, for more information, you can visit our website at uspto.gov/pro se patents. Now, again, the USPTO has a plethora of wonderful programs in place to assist you, the independent inventor, entrepreneur, small business owner, creative, and the Patent Pro Bono is again another one of them. It's a nationwide network of independently operated academic and nonprofit organizations that endeavor to match volunteer patent practitioners with financially under resourced inventors seeking patent protection. Now, you, the inventor and or small business owner that meets qualifying criteria, including certain economic and financial thresholds, may be eligible for free income-based legal assistance in preparing and filing a patent application. Now, for your awareness, patent practitioners, they may volunteer by applying directly with the regional patent pro bono program in the state or region in which they practice. Now, the programs are administered locally and each have their own requirements. Now, generally, the requirements for admission for the patent pro bono program include, of course, income. So, your gross household income should be less than 3 times the federal poverty level guidelines through, and you can find that information in more detail on our website. However, some regional programs may have different criteria. Secondly, through knowledge. So you must be able to demonstrate knowledge of the patent system in one of two ways. So either having a provisional application ready on file with the USPTO or a successful completion of one of our certificate online training courses that's found on our website. And the third criteria would be that you must be able to describe the particular features of your invention and how it works. And again, all three of these components must be in place, meaning income, knowledge, and invention. Uh, and each, of course, excuse me, it varies by program, but you should be able to identify all three of these parts and meet these requirements, and you can contact a regional program for more specific information. And again, you can go to uspto.gov pro bono patents for more information. Now, this is a map, excuse me, of the participating organizations for the pro bono program. And again, this information is available through our website. Now, here we are. I know you saw a quick preview of our law school clinic program. So, we have participating law school clinics that provide patent and or trademark legal services to qualified members of the public who are accepted as a client of a clinic. Now, each participating law school has requirements for accepting new clients and accepts them at their discretion. And again, for more information on this wonderful program, visit uspto.gov/law school clinic. Now, for our Patent and Trademark Resource Centers, or PTRCs. These are a nationwide network of public, state, and academic libraries designated by the United States Patent and Trademark Office to disseminate patent and trademark information, and support the intellectual property needs of you. And so they're located throughout the country. There are over 80 of them. I know that two new ones were just designated in the state of Georgia recently. And so please use them as a great resource. If you're unable to make it to headquarters, not that you need to, or if you maybe just want to go and visit and see how they can help you one on one, feel free to check out the website. Visit uspto.gov/PTRC. Oh, moving pretty fast. Well, since we're on track one, I'll go back. Sorry. For reduced fees, you'll see here that the office also provides information and support in this area. If you're a small entity or micro entity, there are reduced patent fees. Now, for small entities, as you can see, there's a 50% reduction in most fees, and you have to meet a certain criteria is listed here. For micro entities, again, the criteria is listed here. Now, this information is updated on our website, and please, at your leisure, when you have time, visit uspto.gov/patents/laws microentity status for more information. Now, since track one wanted to get ahead of the fees, track one, here we are. So, if you need to move your ideas quickly, USPTO's Track 1 Prioritize Examination will allow you to get a final disposition within about 12 months. Now, USPTO offers Track 1 for prioritized examination of your utility and plant patent applications, not design. Now, Track 1 gives your application special status with fewer requirements than the current accelerated examination program and without having to perform a pre examination search. Now, for your awareness, prioritized examination is available for a fee at the time of filing an original utility, again, or plant application. A single request for prioritized examination may be granted for a request for continued examination or RCE in a plant or utility application. So, again, if you want to get those ideas fast tracked, please check out track one. Now, we have another wonderful program in place. It's our first time filer expedited examination pilot program. With this program, the reduction in the amount of time it takes to receive a first office action on the merits is in place, provides the opportunity to give an early indication of whether the invention is patentable and potentially get a patent and onto the market a little bit faster. Now, inventors, you must not have been named as the sole inventor or a joint inventor on any other U.S. non provisional application. You, as an inventor, must also be reasonably trained on the basics of the USPTO's patent application process. And any of you inventors out there or any applicants, you must qualify for microentity status under the gross income basis requirement. So, again, for more information on the first time filer, check out uspto.gov. In the search box, type in first time filer. Now, for your awareness, we have, again, additional wonderful programs highlighting fantastic, innovative entrepreneurs such as yourselves. And one of them is the Women's Entrepreneurship Program, or WE. We just hosted a WE program just the other day. And if you'd like to check out more information about the WE program, highlighting, again, amazing entrepreneurs, uh, please scan the QR code or visit our website. We have a dedicated resource page just for WE. Now, for those of you visiting us today who don't really know what types of intellectual property you may have or which one, or just curious, we have our IP identifier. So you can learn how to identify and protect your intellectual property. Again, visit our website or scan the QR code, and it's a pretty neat tool. It'll take you through a few steps and provide you with, of course, free information and resources that will help you in your intellectual property journey. Now, again, in addition to some of the resources I've already shared, the helplines through the Inventors Assistance Center and the Trademark Assistance Center, we have some additional websites and, of course, our general helpline that you can reach out to us if you have any questions. For instance, if you have questions about your utility patent application, the patent process in general, um, pro se assistance, we've covered that, and even the patent search guide. Here are some additional links to resources and web pages within our website that will provide you more detailed information. So please, again, at your leisure, reach out to us if you have any questions or visit any one of these websites. Now, you are our stakeholders, and again, we're here to support you. We have additional webinars, events that you can take part of, take part in. And here's a list of just some of them. Please feel free at your leisure visit uspto.gov/events, and you'll see a host of upcoming webinars or in-person events, some of which includes our Path to a Patent series, our Trademark Bootcamp series, of course, the WE program, and many more. Now, you can stay connected with us. We have a host of subscription options. I believe there are about 13 in all, but just these are just some of the offerings that we have. Now, through these alerts or updates, we only send out this information with relevant and timely information. We don't clutter your inbox with any, a multitude of emails, but only things that are, again, are relevant and important. And so if you're interested, please check out our subscription page and visit uspto.gov/subscribe to see the additional offerings that are available to you to stay in touch. Again, I thank you for your time today. My name is Tomeka Oubichon, and it's been a pleasure speaking with you today, and I look forward to any questions that you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Tomeka. So much information. We'll
Yes.
see if anyone has any further questions. I know we've been answering some in the Q&A box as we went through today. Feel free to drop any questions in that Q&A box. You can open it by pressing the Q&A button at the bottom of your Zoom window. And Tomeka shared some resources on upcoming webinars, and I am actually dropping a link for some upcoming webinars that we have as well into the chat if you are interested. And I want to remind everyone that there will be another USPTO webinar coming up on Thursday, the 16th of November. And the subject for that one will be patent basics. And it will be Timothy Rooney from the USPTO who will be our presenter that day. So please make sure that if that is a topic of interest to you, that you are registered for that presentation as well. We will also be carrying on with a winter series with the USPTO coming up in January, February, and March. So there is further information on that to come. And one of the best ways to stay up to date on these series and other webinars that we're running is to make sure that you are signed up for our email that I dropped a link for in the chat. That will give you once a month an update on our educational offerings here at the NYSBDC. All right, so let's look at some questions then. We have some thank yous coming in, and thank you for this valuable information.
You're welcome.
All right. If you need any acknowledgement that you attended this training, please feel free to email me at learning@nysbdc.org. I'm putting it in the chat right now, and I can take care of that for you. Hey, well, I am not seeing any other questions at this moment. So we will go ahead and wrap up a bit early today. Again, this was a flood of information. So remember that tomorrow we will be sending you a link to the recording and a link to the PDF of the slides. So you will have access to all of these resources to go back over things, scan those QR codes that you're interested in, take time to sort through these resources. And thank you to Tomeka. Thank you to Edgar, who was behind the scenes today. And thank you to all of you who have attended today. And we do have a webinar survey that will display when I shut the webinar down. If you have a few moments, we kindly ask you to give us some feedback. We always appreciate your feedback. And I will now wish you all a lovely day. And we do have a question about, let's see, a nonprofit. And let's see, to that person, I would invite you, please email me at learning@nysbdc.org. And then also you can reply to that follow-up email that you will get tomorrow. And we can get you a little bit of information on that topic. All right, everyone, have a lovely rest of your day.
Thank
Bye-bye,
you.
all.
Bye.